have my pronouns in my bio. This is made.
So you know it's going to be a great episode when you got those pronouns in the bio. So today we got a video called Anti-Woke Gamers Are the Weakest Link by someone called Skitty Bitty. And apparently they do these like 3-hour videos of like Breath of the Wild where they say that Link and Zelda are like in a gay relationship or something. I don't know much about them, but we're going to check out this video tonight because I thought it was kind of funny. And there's kind of an interesting question in my mind recently, and that is how many people that are describing themselves as anti-woke or they're in the anti-woke grift sphere or whatever are very similar to the woke people that they protest. And it's kind of, I guess, a perfect example of horseshoe theory. But first, I was having a look at W Place. Have you guys seen this? It's just like the 1 pixel thing. I was looking for anything interesting. Have you guys found anything? There's something funny I found earlier. Let me see. Let's see if it's still there. If we go over to the great state of Minnesota. So basically how this works is you zoom in and everyone gets to draw a pixel. And apparently it's overrun with like Deltarune memes and anime shit. If you know there's some good stuff, let me know. But if we go up to, let me see. If I try to figure out where this is again. All right, there's Wilmar. Hold on. I don't know Minnesota very well. St. Cloud. I guess it's near Wilmar, right? Candiaho County? There it is. There it is. If we go up here... they got the little pixel cars are driving down the road. There we got that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Also, where's there's Richmond, there's Rockville. Let's see if it's Stoney's Bar in Rockville, Minnesota. Look at that. Everyone's having a great time at Stoney's Bar. Let me know if there's any funny places you guys want to go and we'll check out. Maybe we'll have a bit of like, because I think these videos aren't going to take that long to go through. So I think we'll have a bit of a fun look around here when we can. Let me have a look. I'm kind of curious. What do we got in New Zealand where I used to grow up? Let's have a little look down here. I see a lot of these colors everywhere across there. People are complaining about that as well. Natural born losers. Perfect. Perfect. Right over my old house. Absolutely perfect. What else we got here? Oh, they're making, look at this. They're making a little road. They've got a little road running from Wellington over to, oh, there's a little Pokemon Center there. That's cute. All the way over to Picton. It's almost there. It's almost there. They've always built the great game. What? You lost the game? Damn it. All right. What about, what do we got in Japan? I wonder what we got in Japan for a second. Let's have a look down in Osaka. I should have known. It's all like fucking Azumanga Daioh, Osaka. What about where BP lives, by the Great Lake? Let's have a look. All K-On! Memes. Perfect, perfect. Am I excited for Anissa's return to own? Oh, hold on a second. I got to figure out, like, StreamYard keeps changing things. But apparently I can show member chat sometimes now. I don't know. It worked before the show. Now it's broken. BobTube says, this stream better have welcome to country. I don't know what you mean by that. And Bob says, wiggle, wiggle, tax-free. Indeed, indeed, indeed. If you send a chat through and I miss it, let me know, because StreamYard's being very strange and weird about this. But we might have a little bit of a look around. I found something that was kind of interesting. Actually, there's a really cool island, by the way. I'm very sad because I can't go here, because no one can go here. But, like, see these islands up here? These are disputed between Japan and Russia. There's an island up here that has a volcano in a lake. Oh, look, there's... you can't go here. It's basically impossible. You have to be friends with people in like this part of Russia, and then you have to illegally get a boat to bring you to this like amazing island where they just have a volcano in a lake, and apparently there's Pokemon here, and they're building a little bridge across. That's nice. But you see, it's got some Russian tanks and stuff as well. But yeah, let me know if there's any fun places to go. All right, we'll get back into this. Sorry, that's just the warm-up. Be sure to like the stream. We've been going for about 4 minutes and 40 seconds. So 420, praise it, everything. Let's go. All right.
I have my pronouns in my bio. This
Wonderful.
has made a number of supposedly rational people very angry.
Do people actually, let's have a look at this. Do people actually get mad when you see pronouns in bio? I mean, I think it's cringe. But one thing that I think that both the left and the right both do is they accuse each other of being super mad, lamol, you're molding and everything. When people are just like, maybe they're just laughing at them or they don't give a shit. I don't think anyone actually cares. Like, if you see someone's pronouns in, do you go to people's Twitter profiles you go to their bios, you see their pronouns, and you get viscerally angry? I don't think so. I think that's a fallacy that people have made up.
This is made
Where's the thing that
in
people
my
said?
bio. This has made a number of supposedly rational people very angry.
All right, let's see. This video would be better if she wasn't gay. I mean, how can you argue with that, honestly? Your voice is annoying, and the fact that you are they, them gives you no credibility at all. You are the definition of cringe, puke. Now, here's something that's really annoying to me, is that ever since I was a child, I've used them as a third-person pronoun. And it wasn't because of any gender ideology. It's just a habit I picked up. And anytime I say there or they or them, I get people accuse me of using pronouns. And it's not true. It's not true. It's just a habit from my childhood where I would just say it all the time because there was so many ambiguous... there was so many strong women when I was a child that maybe I didn't want to, who knows? Yeah, I've confirmed. I've confirmed work. It's because I'm an ESL. Yeah, I mean, that's true. English is my second language. Anyway, it's so weird being unable to refer to a female as she or her because of fear. Skitty Bitty. That's a Pokemon, I believe, by the way. Going on the pronouns wagon, are we? Lol. The world has turned into ... What has it turned into? Lots of gay shit in your review, so I don't like it. Game still sucks, though. Get ready. A gender-confused YouTuber sent their fans to attack... Who are they talking about? I was about to agree with you. However, I realized that you have pronouns in your bio, which means your opinion is not worth listening to. And I believe all of these comments are in reference to this video that they made called I Hate Tears of the Kingdom, where at some point in this video they accuse Link and Zelda of being in a gay relationship or something. Or they just say, I think it's a joke though, I don't know. But they molded and seeded about it. They had to put out a video on their second channel that wasn't 3 hours long. All right, let's see.
Angry. And I can't help but recall the way the word triggered was plastered over titles and thumbnails alike when I was younger. How people
yeah, that was like an interesting time. It's like kind of out of fashion these days. But there was that grand old time where you could just put like SJWs triggered in a video and get like millions of views. Like Sargon really took advantage of that.
delighted in whipping overly sensitive SJWs into a frenzy.
Like, what was that? They're trying to flash things at us?
Delighted in whipping overly sensitive SJWs.
So SJW stands for Social Justice Warrior, in case you're lucky enough not to know. Does anyone not know that? I feel like everybody knows that. But it's kind of like, it's almost said ironically these days, isn't it?
W's into a frenzy just by saying something quote unquote problematic. I remember the ridicule directed towards people, real or imagined, who would approach the media they consumed with...
Wait a second. All right, the clip of this source is one of the most famous triggered feminist pictures. Yeah, I know, everyone knows this picture. And is a single frame from a completely reasonable conversation. Well, that may be the case. I haven't actually seen the original video. But based on the source that is telling me that this is a completely reasonable conversation written in Comic Sans, I don't know why I should give them any benefit of the doubt. Has anyone seen this original video and can tell me? Maybe we have to go and find it.
Ridicule directed towards people, real or imagined, who would approach...
Now, let's see. Anita Sarkeesian. Yes, it all comes back down to what, chat? Gamergate. Yes, Gamergate is the source and beginning and end of all controversies, content, and also culture and everything. We all know. But no, look at this here. She was 100% right about everything, by the way. I'm not sorry. Anita Sarkeesian is such a shameless grifter. It's almost impressive. She lied constantly about the content of video games. She pretended to play video games. She literally had like the meme of the girl playing a game and the controller isn't even plugged in. She actually unironically did that. Not only that, she's actually caught in clips saying in university how she never plays video games, she has no care for them, and she has no idea what they're about. So she was one of the first grifters on the scene. She came in, she got like $150,000 to make YouTube videos and promised, like, if you give me $25,000, I'll make a Discord server. It is almost impressive. Like, it's almost reaching around where I'm not even angry. I'm just impressed about how much she was able to grift off of people. And then she just kind of disappeared after teaming up with Zoe Quinn and going to the international, what was it, the UN, with to talk about the fate of video games and how they're oppressing women. Really, really quite astounding how much she got away with. And I think she just did it by being the first person on the scene. It's like the first mover advantage, you can say.
The media they consumed with no other goal than to call it racist or sexist, who would get offended over the tiniest of non-issues, who would demand...
All right, we got to go back because there's a blast from the past. Do you guys remember Humongous?
Who would get offended?
Because this is an example of someone that just got absolutely triggered and had a public freak out. This woman with Humongous. And Humongous may have actually been one of the factors that launched Ethan H3H3's career, because he started like the campaign to free Humongous. And I actually read the video. I thought we might watch it. It's a bit of a interesting one. You guys seen this before? Press 1, let me know. So basically there's this guy, this chubby guy's being interviewed in the UK. And this Indian woman is recording him, and she comes up to talk to him. So the interaction begins here, and this is absolutely fantastic.
I have a question.
Slightly after this.
You take my picture.
Yeah.
You want my name?
Yeah, sure.
It's Humongous.
Okay.
So there it's just a good old-fashioned dad joke. My name is Humongous.
Humongous what? Humongous what?
Humongous.
Humongous what?
Humongous.
Humongous what?
Humongous.
Humongous what?
That's what it is.
Humongous
She was
what?
actually in
Is
Canada?
that sexual harassment?
No, it's humongous.
Then why did you say that to
That's
me?
my name.
What? Humongous what?
Humongous what?
Humongous what? Is that sexual harassment? Is that what you just did when you said that to me?
What, humongous?
Why would you say that to me?
Yes, but my name.
Why would you say that to me?
Why would I say it?
Why would you say that to me?
Why would you ask me my name?
What? Humongous what? Humongous what? Humongous what? Humongous what?
This woman came, she woke up today and she said, you know what, I'm going to find someone to accuse of sexual harassment. She knew what she was doing.
This person just spoke to me in a sexually harassing way.
I did not.
Yeah, he did. He said, do you know what my name is? And I said,
you
what?
want my
And he
name.
said, humongous. Yeah. Yeah. This person.
You know what? Actually, I just noticed this. I didn't notice it the first time I saw this years ago. Like how this almost like 10 years old or something, right? 8 years ago, close enough. I think this is a re-upload though. There's actually a secondary woman who is offended by this. It's kind of fantastic.
Sexually harassed me.
I said I'm humongous.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Humongous what?
Humongous.
So now you're actually pointing to yourself. You're actually pointing to your body part.
He's just a fat guy. He's giving a fat dad joke.
And you're actually pointing to your body parts and saying that you're humongous. You're actually doing that. And this is the person who just got interviewed as a pro-bunker person of color, as if you represent us.
I think, did this guy had like a daughter or something? Like his daughter was like half black or something like that. If I remember, I don't know if is that just my headcanon?
They're using you as a token, and then you speak to me in a sexually harassing manner. How dare you? How dare you? Disgusting! Disgusting!
You left room saying your daughter's lives matter, but you
Disgusting! You just
All right, I think you get this goes on for like a whole 8 minutes. I think you get the point if you haven't seen it before. It was just that I felt like watching a little bit of a blast from the past since I saw it show up in this video. But this person was absolutely insane. But you know who isn't insane? Is Trucker Rob, who gave $5 to say, well, howdy, mate. Well, how's it going? I still don't know why YouTube updated the back end and now it doesn't vibe well with StreamYard. It seemed like it was working before the stream, but now it's broken. Also, Billy Oki with it too says that one Rush Hour scene. What, you mean with the Chinese cop or something? I love Rush Hour, by the way. It's one of my favorite movies.
Over the
All right, let's
tiniest
go back.
of non-issues, who would demand ideological purity, not just in their video games.
Oh, look at that. Zoe Quinn. 5 Guys, burgers and fries herself. What a time. Actually, speaking of Zoe Quinn, that reminds me of Mr. Medica. Is anyone actually confirmed whether or not he's dead or not? Because I assume he's just taking a brief hiatus or something. And people are saying because he deactivated his Twitter, or his Twitter is no longer verified, that is evidence that he died. But then like people are saying that he's like talking to Kershaw and stuff. So I don't know. I don't believe he's dead. He's just taking a break.
Or movies, but in every aspect of their lives. I remember how those people were made out to be uptight, sniveling crybabies who couldn't take a joke.
I mean, they literally, when you're using the example of people like Humongous, they absolutely were. She literally could not take a joke. because the joke was just he was humongous.
Considered their feelings more important than freedom of speech, who could never just live and let live, who forced the
Wait, is that the
feelings more important than freedom of speech, who could never
is this the one where Bernie Sanders was talking at like a pro Democrat rally, and these black women came up and like demanded the podium? Is that, do I remember that correctly? Like this was the, like Bernie was meant to be speaking, right? But then he took a seat and looked very weak.
never just live
Humongous raised $150,000. Really? That's the same amount as Zoe Quinn.
and let live, who forced the people around them to walk on eggshells constantly, lest they say the wrong thing and be punished accordingly. But then, look at the infamous Starfield pronouns rant.
All right, here we go. We've got as fucking pronouns. Now, I don't have a problem with as. I've seen some of his content, and it seems okay. I don't have a big, like, there's no issues with it. It's not really something I watch typically. But, like, I do think that his pronoun Starfield rant was very cringe. However, I don't think he was being serious. I don't think that as wakes up in the morning, he loads up Starfield and he sees the pronoun selection and he starts screaming. I think it's just an act that he does for YouTube because it gets attention. And unironically, this is probably one of the most memorable things about Starfield. Because ask yourself, do you know anyone that's still playing Starfield? Do you know anyone who played Starfield at all? I actually don't. The only reason I've heard about Starfield recently is I was watching a video by Down the Rabbit Hole. And it was a video on the unofficial Skyrim mod that was really interesting, actually. Not as good as some of his other videos, but pretty interesting all the same. And they mentioned the Bethesda like mafia of making like unofficial mods. It's quite fascinating. But they mentioned Starfield in that. And I think Starfield is like one of those games that just lasted for 1 week and then completely disappeared. So even though this was, in my opinion, very cringe, it was fantastic marketing for as. And this is the only thing that has stood the test of time, in my opinion, about Starfield whatsoever. Because when you think about Starfield, nobody that I've talked to can remember the game, but they can all remember as screaming at this at the YouTube saying fucking pronouns. So like, this is actually Starfield's legacy. Is heel versus babyface. He completely stole the entire brand, I guess.
Where the mere option to choose whether your character is referred to as he, she, or they sends this grown man into a frothing rage.
Sorry, did you want to...
Is it? But like, here's the thing. Put 1 if you think that Az is actually angry, and press 2 if you think that it was just like a YouTube thing. Like, this is a really good thing. Like, I'm not good at it. I'm not good at being like overly angry or happy or sad, and like those are sort of emotions that resonate with people on YouTube. It's very good for your marketing and very good for getting attention and getting for followers, is if you're very passionate about something. And I've got a very neutral, very laid back sort of personality, so this is something that maybe if I was better at, maybe I'd be getting greater success. Because when you see this, it gets shared, it gets clipped, and it's like, I don't know, people just like it, right? It's not for me, but people really like this sort of stuff. So good for Az.
get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns!
Imagine for a moment that this was a decade ago, 2015, peak BuzzFeed. Imagine a feminist.
Wait, was that manspreading?
For a moment that this was a decade ago, 2015, peak BuzzFeed.
Women try manspreading for a week. Look, I'm going to be honest. I think women take up more space on the train because they're always putting their fucking bags on the seat. Like men have different hips, okay, and we've got stuff that we've got to try and protect, okay. So we've got to sit like that. But every time I've been on the train, women are taking up more space. I don't really give a shit because I usually stand on the train anyway because I'm only going for like 10 minutes or something. But I guarantee you that women take up more space on the bus and on the train. They put their backpack next to them. They put their shopping next to them because they don't want it to get on the floor. I just put my bag on the floor all the time, so I don't give a shit. So this is like the most, I don't know, astroturfed, like ridiculous social problem I've ever seen.
Imagine a feminist foaming at the mouth over the option to wear skimpy, overly sexualized outfits.
That's very easy to do. But that did happen. I mean, I guess you caught me. It isn't actually that hard to find frothing at the mouth feminists. In fact, they might all just have rabies because it seems like basically they all do that.
But that did happen, you cry. But
It did.
no, it didn't. Not a single person complaining about booby armor in video games ever screamed the way this man does.
Yes, they did. Are you joking? They're screaming at guys talking about being humongous. Although, unironically, I think the only person that really complains about booby armor, apart from Anita Sarkeesian, is Shadiversity, who we were talking about yesterday. He's very upset with the booby armor. But Anita Sarkeesian was... she really hated anything that was anything. Any time a woman was sexualized, she was against it. It was really quite fascinating how anti-sex she was. And specifically, like how anti-woman she was in a lot of cases.
Ever screamed the way this man does, ever got as triggered as he did. And then you look at something like this, the curated list of video games considered too woke to play. This is a...
All right, now this is actually insane, and this is where we get to the horseshoe theory part of the wokes versus the anti-wokes, and who is really the most cringe. And I had to go and find this, and this is from the Woke Content Detector Steam group with about 4,000 members. And they have this woke content list. And this is some holy shit, this is cringe. Holy shit, this is absolutely garbage cringe. And if you are actually a part of this group, I feel bad for you. Let's take a look at some of this. Let's see, Starfield. So this is how it works. They have not recommended. Basically what they do is they have 3 ratings: recommended, informational, or recommended. Or not recommended. Okay. So if it is any woke material in it, they don't recommend it. So Starfield contains overtly pro-LGBTQ+, pro-DEI messaging, pronoun selections, and uses body type one of them instead of female and female, in probably diverse NPCs in all areas. So obviously Starfield, but like it's really, some of it is just so garbage. I was looking, like you could spend hours looking through this list. Like for example, let's see, Hades. Now, actually, I played Hades. It's actually pretty fun. So Hades contains overtly pro-LGBT messaging. Well, I mean, the Greeks were pretty gay. Homosexual relationships between minor characters. I assume by minor characters, they mean small roles, I hope. I don't remember any minor characters. Let's see, optional homosexual romance. The NPC Chaos is non-binary. The NPC Dusa says she is asexual. So Dusa is a head. Dusa is a floating head. And I remember this because I was trying to romance Dusa. This is this is the character. Like, why would they include this? Like, who gives a shit? It reminds me, although I guess I was going to say, of course, a character that was just a head would be asexual. But then I reminded myself of an episode of Doctor Who, a really bad one, where there's got the Absorbaloff character. And the Absorbaloff character turns this woman into like she like melts into a brick and she becomes like a brick, and she's like a brick woman. And then she describes that she's got a relationship with this man. And it's like a filler episode or something. It's very strange. But that's Deuce for you. You got to get that Deucey. Unfortunately, you can't do it. Let's take a look. Shovel Knight, too woke, not recommended. Elden Ring, not what? Isn't Elden Ring like one of the most? All right. Anyway, contains overtly pro-LGBT messaging, uses body type in place of biological sex during character creation. Are there any Elden Ring fans in the chat? Can they confirm whether this is woke or not? Let's check out what it... Oh, hold on a second. I've got to be careful here. Don't want to miss these since YouTube is fucking broken. Clammy V said heel versus babyface would be more convincing if he had hair and wasn't a pom and wasn't pathetic. He's bald. It's true, actually. Your arguments become less sound when you lose your hair, which is unfortunate for me. Anyway, Undertale, yeah, that's a pretty woke game, I imagine. I've never played Undertale, but I know a lot of people do enjoy it. Let's see, No More Heroes is okay. I'm trying to find some games that I like. Red Dead Redemption 2 contains subtle pro-DE messaging. Is that true? Elder Scrolls 5 contains subtle pro-LGBT messaging, contains slightly pro-DI messaging, homosexual marriage options. An NPC in Whiterun asks you whether your sight of a strong Nord offends you. A strong Nord woman. I never actually finished playing Elder Scrolls. Like, I only ever played Skyrim for like 20 minutes. I basically spent an hour installing mods and then gave up and played it for 10 minutes and was like, didn't like it. So I got filtered by the Elder Scrolls. Let me see what we've got here. I'm trying to find some games that I actually like. Let me see. Civilization 5 is okay, recommended. There's no woke content in Civ 5, but Civ 6 is not recommended because it contains overtly pro DEI messaging, contains overtly pro climate action messaging, race swapped Suleiman, and added historically unimportant female leaders, global warming, and carbon capture mechanics. Oh my goodness. Team Fortress 2 is woke? Is this true? Let's see. Team Fortress 2 contains overtly pro-LGBT messaging. Major League Mayhem, Ubercharged charity tournament, a community event raising money for the Trevor Project, was also featured. What do they mean? I don't know this. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, ironically, is just okay. That's kind of funny. Subnautica is okay. That's good. I like Subnautica. Let me see. Sekiro is okay. Dark Souls 3 is okay. Helldivers 2 is a maybe because it contains subtle pro-LGBT messaging. Cyberpunk 2077 Cyberpunk is pretty gay. There's a lot of gay shit in Cyberpunk. Let's see. Overtly pro-transhumanism messaging, features trans characters and flag, uses body type instead of biological sex. Body modification is encouraged. I mean, that's the entire theme of the game is modifying your body. Big Daddy Land with a Big Daddy chat. He says, I can only hear the same takes about Marvel movies, video games, etc. so many times. That's a big problem that I have with the anti-woke crowd as well. Is a lot of them have just become Disney bad and don't really have any insightful look into the actual content or any really way to change it or improve the situation. It's just kind of saying Disney bad and things like that. Let's see. Final Fantasy. All right, let me see. Final Fantasy 7 is on a maybe because it contains you're forced to start the game working for an ecotourism group. Final Fantasy 9. My favorite one is my favorite one was always Final Fantasy 8. That was the first one I played. I don't see it here though. Oh no, wait, here it is. Final Fantasy 8 is okay. Final Fantasy 8 contains no woke content. Wait, isn't the final boss like Ultimecia? Isn't she like overtly sexual and a woman? Wouldn't that make it woke? And apparently Final Fantasy 8 is approved, but Final Fantasy 7 is a maybe. Let's see what else we can find here. Black Desert. That's that Korean game, right? Let me see. Lies of Pi apparently contains no woke content. Everyone recommends this to me. Lies of Pi. Oh, Lies of P. Sorry, Lies of P, not Lies of Pi. Portal is okay. Contains no woke content. But the entire game Portal is just about vaginas, right? Like you're a woman. The bad guy's a woman. Your weapon makes vaginas on the wall that you walk through. Portal 2 is woke because it contains subtle anti-patriarchy messaging. All male characters are portrayed negatively and less competent than female characters. Well, I mean, that's kind of true. Because what was that guy? Wheatley? He was just designed to be an idiot. Let me see. BioShock is a maybe. BioShock Remastered. BioShock 2 is okay, even though it contains Big Sister. Kind of curious. Amnesia the Dark Descent, that's an okay. That's okay. There's no woke content in Amnesia the Dark Descent. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is okay. Stardew Valley, oh, maybe. Homosexual marriage options. Let's see what else we got here. Sims 4 is a no. Let me see. I could probably... Dwarf Fortress? Wait a second. Contains subtle gay messaging and pro-DEI messaging. How? Features LGBT interactions between dwarves. However, those interactions occur at rates reflected of real-world demographics. Is that true? Dwarf Fortress is statistically accurate. June Spice Wars is a no-go. Let's see. Factorio is a maybe. Contains subtle pro-climate change action. I mean, yeah, the enemies get stronger the more pollution you make. That's true. Kingdom Come Deliverance is okay. No woke content. Like, if you actually consult this list before deciding what game to play, is the Dino game woke? Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Is the Dino game okay? Let's check. Let's check, shall we? No results for the Isle, unfortunately. I would say that there's no woke content in the Isle because there's only monogamy for the sole purpose of procreation in the Isle. Let me see what else. I won't spend too much longer on this, but I find this list fascinating. I just let me know if you guys have any games you want me to check for. It's kind of funny to me. Let me see what we got here. I'm not recognizing any of these games. Darkest. Oh, wait. Hold on. Actually, that's a good one. Like, let me see if I can find Darkest Dungeon. I like that game. Darkest Dungeon. That's one of my favorite games. What? Oh, Darkest Dungeon. It's a no. Darkest Dungeon, not recommended. Contains overtly pro-DEI messaging. Multiple female characters, heroes who are frontline combatants, including the Arbalist, a woman of color wearing full plate armor who wields a giant crossbow. Now, wait a minute. The Arbalist isn't a frontline. Who puts their Arbalist in their front line? She's a backline archer. What are you talking about? What about Darkest? Do they have Darkest Dungeon 2? Where's the second one? Darkest Dungeon 2 is not recommended. Let me see. Features multiple female heroes who are frontline combatants, just like the first game. Characters can form homosexual relationships. That is true, actually. So I guess it's too woke. That's a fun game, but I don't think it has the same replayability as. Actually, they added some new updates. I haven't played them through yet, but there's some new stuff. Alex Jones NWO Wars is no woke content detected. Okay, let's see. Wokest Dungeon, I guess. Darkest Dungeon, is that a Ricada simulator? No. Halo, I think more like Galo, right? Let's have a look at Halo. Halo Infinite, not recommended. Contains overtly DEI and overt pro-LGBTQ plus messaging. Does Master Chief come out and just say like trans rights or something? What do they mean by that? Features female frontline combatants, no distinction between male and female player characters, multiple DEI-themed multiplayer emblems. Sorry, it's woke. Halo's woke, guys. You can't play it anymore. Trucker Rob says, the list has overtly homosexual messaging. Also, Last Train Home, please. Just curious. Last Train Home. What is that? Choo-choo. A Last Train. Last Train Outer Wormtown is the only one that got, which is a no. Orcs Must Die is okay, though. Mortal Kombat 10, no. Need for Speed, no. Tomb Raider, no. What is Tomb Raider's problem? Contains overtly pro-DEI, overtly anti-male, and overtly anti-patriarchy messaging. See still full review. No, I'm not going to. Like, this is actual mental illness, I think. This is these people, if you're consulting this list, unironically, you're just as bad as the whole Anita Sarkeesian woke crowd. Metal Slug is okay, but Metal Slug 2 is not okay. What else we got here? I might look at one more game. Let's see what the chat says. One more game. Lobotomy Corporation? Is that a game, or is that where the people that made this list work? This is weaponized autism? I think so. Oh dear. Assassin's Creed is all no. All right, we're going to go back to the video in just a second, but I could spend hours on this list, I think. Lisa Shoot Larry. Magna Cum Laude. Uncut and uncensored, contains no woke content. I've never played Lisa Shoot Larry, but I remember it because it was made by Sierra, and I love the Sierra games, like King's Quest and Space Quest. Those are games are hilarious and a lot of fun. My favorite was always Space Quest 4, but King's Quest 5 is a pretty close runner-up. Anyway, we'll go back to this in just a second. Diablo? I wonder if they have Diablo. That's got to be woke, right? They haven't got Diablo? What about StarCraft? No StarCraft. I guess they don't like any Blizzard games, apparently. Oh, well. All right, we'll go back to the video now. All right, let's see what Skitty Kitty has to say. These are all too woke, by the way. Team Fortress 2, Cyberpunk, Raft? Raft? I love Raft. Contains overtly pro-climate action messaging. That's not recommended. Raft was great fun. Gary's Mod, that's a no.
Woke to play. This is effectively a list of trigger warnings. Lest a gamer encounter a same-sex romance option, or a pride flag, or, God forbid, a woman.
Imagine, wait, hold on a second.
Encounter a same-sex romance option, or a pride flag.
All right, Call of Duty Warzone contains multiple pride flag calling cards and emblems. This is kind of weird though, because the thing is, I actually don't have a problem with the pronouns. I don't like them, but I don't have a problem with them, like if in the right context. So, like if I'm playing Cyberpunk, it doesn't bother me because there's a lot of tranny shit in that game. But like if I'm playing like a Battlefield game or a World War II game, yeah, it's weird if they try and like fit in like the dilators in the trenches or something. That's it doesn't pass the vibe check. It just doesn't belong there. So yeah, Call of Duty Warzone, that's a bit weird to have that in there, in my opinion.
or, God forbid, a woman, and have their precious video game marred irreparably. And the games on this list aren't just your Undertales and your Celestes. Counter-Strike 2 is
My friend loves Celeste. I've never played it, but he was trying to get me to play it. He's like unironically, he's like a butcher.
irreparably. And the games on
Hold
this
on a
list
second.
aren't just your Undertales and your Celestes.
So I've never played Undertale, but like I said, Celeste, my friend from high school, he's a butcher. He's married. He has like 2-3 kids. He spends all day playing Celeste. Should I be worried about him? Should I be worried?
Counter-Strike 2 is woke because it features female Navy SEALs and female SWAT officers. Civ 6 is woke because it adds quote-unquote historically unimportant female leaders, which is especially
You mean all of them? Anyway, continuing.
fucking ridiculous, since if Civ 6 was perfectly historically accurate, it would obviously
Except for Joan of Arc, she was based.
be extremely boring. Starfield is woke both because of the obvious pronouns issue, but also because the NPCs in this sci-fi adventure are, and I quote, improbably diverse. And
Is that true? I mean,
Is in this
Starfield and science fiction, I think you can put as many characters as you want in that. Like, you can't really say improbably diverse if it's like a space game in the future, because you're just writing your own fantasy like that doesn't exist. Now, improbably diverse would make sense if you were playing like a warfield, battlefield, Warzone type game. Like if you go over and see the Germans all have a bunch of like POCs or whatever, rather than POWs, then yeah, it doesn't pass the vibe check.
Sci-fi adventure are, and I quote, improbably diverse. And hopefully you understand that all of these examples are self-evidently absurd. By this logic, real life is irredeemably woke because you might run into a woman or a black person. But
That's why I never go outside. True and real. Like that is just actually accurate. Like the only women I have to interact with is the one that brings me my meals into my room. So God forbid we actually go outside.
those examples aren't what really get me. It's games like Dustland Delivery with 789 reviews on Steam, or Midboss with 207, or Chessplosion with just 128.
Chess is unironically woke though, and I refuse to play chess anymore because of the DEI messaging that it has. I mean, think about it for a second. So you have like the Queen, strongest character, that seems a bit unbalanced. Queen historically not actually very strong. The king is a lot stronger, in fact, and also I think that it is also very pro-trans. You notice how the queen, the pawns, they move to the end of the thing and they become a woman at the end. They transition literally when they get to the other side. That's a bit too woke for me. So I don't play chess anymore.
Fucking Chessplosion is woke because you have the option to make your chessboard the trans flag colors. And you have to wonder about the people who contribute to this list, who comb through.
Yeah, I think the people that contribute to this list, they're either having a laugh in the silliest, like most autistic way possible, or they're actually unhinged and they probably need help. Let me see if I can find another one that I've actually recognized. I wanted to get one more look at this. I don't recognize any of these games though. Come on, give me one game. Give me one game. Just one game. Don't reckon it. Fear? Fear is okay. Actually, Fear's a very cool game. I like Fear. Going back to this now.
Games with a minuscule install base just to make sure there's not a pride flag hiding in wait. How do you see people like this as anything but enormous losers? I do not mean to suggest that anti-woke activists are as bad as the SJWs of yesteryear, because they're not. They are far, far worse.
How? All right. Well, actually, now I agree with Skitty Kitty. She posted the quartering. The quartering is the worst, and he is much worse than anything. The quartering is unironic. Like, who do you think is a bigger grifter, the quartering or Anita Sarkeesian? We'll have to do a poll. Who's worse? Well, and you vote. Let me see. Who's worse? Who's worse? Anita, quarter pounder. There you go. The thing is, because at least Anita Sarkeesian got away with her money. The quartering is he keeps talking about how broke he is, so he seems like he's in trouble.
Anti-woke warriors are miserable and hateful, but they're also weak. They are cowards. They're afraid of pronouns, of women, of people of color, of pride flags.
I don't think they're afraid of them. They just don't like them, and they just make fun of them. They're not afraid. I hate this argument. It's so dumb. Like arachnophobia, I guess that means you want to fuck spiders, huh?
And they're not content to just play safe games like Freddy Fish and Putt Putt. Yes, really.
No, wait a second. What they're listening.
And they're not content to just play safe games like Freddy Fish and Putt Putt. Yes,
All right, these are the approved games: Freddy Fish, Putt Putt. Oh, it's how many? Who went back and reviewed all of these Freddy Fish games? There's like this Freddy Fish bros are like showing up in force. Like holy shit.
really. They need to let everyone around them know exactly what they have deemed problematic, if you will, by whining incessantly about all things woke. I know exactly who the snowflakes in my audience are, and they're not the people with pride flags or pronouns. They're the people who see a 3.5-hour-long video about Tears of the Kingdom and choose to hyper-focus on the 10 seconds spent joking about Link and Zelda being lesbians. These people...
It seems like this person is hyper-focused on that, because when she says they're the kind of people that watch a 3-hour Tears of the Kingdom video, that's her video, is this video. So yes, I think that if you're fragile enough that you have to put a second video up on your the channel, complaining that people are whining about how you made a joke about the Link and Zelda being gay, then yeah, you probably are fragile and seething.
Spent joking about Link and Zelda being lesbians. These people have become everything they claim to despise. Overly sensitive, whiny, self-righteous assholes. They have
I mean, I kind of agree with that point, though. Like, a lot of the anti-woke grifters are absolutely as precious and as pearl-clutching as many of the people that they claim that are bad. Now, is Az one of them? I don't think so, because I think that Az, in his case, it's just a very good marketing strategy for him. And it worked very well for him. So, you know, can't really hate the player, hate the game.
Managed to far exceed, in their impotent rage, the very caricatures they used to mock.
Is it impotent rage? Because, like, this unironically stole basically all of not Warframe, sorry. This basically stole all of the cultural relevance of Starfield. So it seems like it was actually very potent. I don't think there's anyone that mentions Starfield that doesn't mention Az and his pronouns rant. Bethesda probably will never make another game because of it. I mean, another Starfield game.
Exceed, in their impotent rage, the very caricatures they used to mock.
Az does it on purpose as a joke. I assume so. I assume that he's playing it up. Like they say this is for success on YouTube is that you don't be fake, but just dial your own personality up to like 10, you know? So maybe that's what he's doing there. Like, it's slightly annoying, but like, it doesn't bother me given the right context, right? Like, if it was in Starfield, like, you select your character creation. I never played Starfield, but like in Cyberpunk or something, I selected my body type and then I just kept playing. I didn't even think about it twice. Didn't bother me whatsoever. Now, again, if it's in like a game, like a historically accurate game, then yeah, it seems out of place. Is it out of place in Starfield? I don't know, because I never played Starfield. Thanks for watching. If you hated this video, tell someone who cares, because I do not. I think that they do care. Also, very frustrating, this like lowercase Comic Sans font. Might check out another video of this person's. Let's see. So I saw this other video that says so much for the tolerant left, and I noticed they had some Kiwi farms in it, so I thought I might check this out. Although I'm not sure what this one's about. This is from 5 months ago. It says yikes. So let's take a look at this one as well, and then we might look at some more W plays. Actually, first, let me see I want to see one thing on W plays. I want to see this India. This is India. We're going to play a little bit of Pindia. And this is the one thing I noticed is that some mad lad decided to color in the entire river out of India. It was brown. It was totally brown before. It's been changed to black. But like the entire river. Just keep, there we go. This is the original color of the Indian River. Somebody is going out of their way. Oh no, the corn. There's little bits of corn inside the river. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Not like this. The brown line. Oops, don't want to post a pixel. Apparently a lot of people, holy shit, they put a lot of work into this. A lot of people are seething about W Place because apparently there's like too much Delta Rune. We'll go down to the end of the river. Let's see what happens. All right, surely they've run out of brown pixels. This looks pretty normal. This looks pretty normal so far. All right, they ran it. Where does the brown end? Where does the brown end? Looks like there's a few chunks that made it downstream. a few of the chunks have made it downstream. All right, we'll check in with the India River situation a little bit later on. All right, so what is this one? So much for the tolerant left. Let's see what this one's about.
Skitty, if you're reading this, if God gave me a choice between you knowing my real name and home address and Kiwi Farms knowing it, I would rather Kiwi Farms know it.
So this is the classic. Record someone's voice as silly, or draw them silly in your comment because you're the author and you want them to be silly.
I legit find the thought of you and your followers having that information more scary than the thought of Kiwi Farms having it.
If
All
I
the
didn't
Kiwi
want
farms.
someone to have my real life information, I would personally avoid signing up for that person's Patreon using an email address containing my full name. But that's just me. So
Wait a minute. Is that a veiled threat? I mean, it's not even veiled. That's a very overt threat. So this little plushie of a Pokemon is threatening this person.
hi everyone.
I got
it's
your
me,
name. I know where you
Skitty.
live.
In general, I believe the best way to deal with Kiwi Farms or any sort of online harassment is to ignore it. You're not likely to make much headway with people who've already decided what they think of you, and that's fine. I don't need
That's actually pretty good advice. Just ignore it. It doesn't matter.
everyone to like me, but very rarely you'll have people who take their parasocial weirdness way too far. So let me tell you a story. There is a recurring viewer of my channel who is essentially a super fan. He's in chat just about every time I stream. He's very active in my comment
1.5 will
section
go a
and
bit
even
faster on
keeps up
this
with the videos here on my second channel. Despite him
Oops.
hinting repeatedly at not
Sorry.
being 100% ideologically
That's
aligned
too
with me,
fast.
I was nice to him because, hey, a regular viewer is a community
1.25
member, and I try to
is
be
what
reasonable
we'll
when
go.
possible. Besides, he seemed quite young and not particularly mature, and I try not to assume malice in cases when it could just as easily be stupidity driving someone's actions. A week ago, this person joined my Patreon at the $20 tier and gained access to my Discord server. The people in my server
You know, you can join my Discord server for $5, or if you just join as a member. This is an advertisement. But I haven't actually posted the link to it in a long time, so people are getting scammed, I guess. I promise I'll post it after this stream if you join as a member to YouTube.
are pretty cool, and it seems that this person agreed, as he started to mingle with people and even offer emotional support to a few of them. He had his idiosyncrasies, constantly
Don't offer emotional support or accept emotional support to Discords. That's a terrible idea.
talking about his obsession with 80s cartoons and his Five Nights at Freddy's plushies, but whatever. Have the interests you want, be who you are, we don't judge as long as you're not being disruptive. It also turned out that the guy was actually 42 years old, making him the oldest member in the server.
I mean, they clearly are judging them, though, because you wouldn't mention his Five Nights at Freddy's plushies unless you wanted people to know that he was a loser, because that is weird for a 42-year-old man to have Five Nights at Freddy's plushies. Unless it's an investment, I guess, and they're going to hold their value. Who knows?
By several years, only a few years younger than my mom. Then, this past week on like Thursday or Friday, he started acting a little weird.
Hey, I was hoping to have a VC tomorrow. I assume everyone is about to sleep right now. There's things I've been meaning to talk about, but I feel weird saying in.
This is another tip. Never enter a VC. That's a voice chat with anyone on Discord. It's absolutely a scam, and you're gonna get your Microsoft account stolen by scammers. So don't do it.
Next. Saturday would be fine too if you all have plans.
By Friday night, he'd gotten pretty antsy and was musing about whether or not he should reveal his secret at all, even wondering whether a higher power was trying to tell him not to.
Man, you ever have those days where you can't tell if something is an accident or a higher power trying to send you a message?
Now, I'm conflicted about this because I don't like this skitty kitty person. They seem like they're very self-righteous, very annoying, and very cringe, and also they have their pronouns in their bio, so obviously I want to disagree with everything that they say. But when you start a message off like this, it makes it very hard. It makes it very hard to be on this person's side. I don't like where this is going so far.
So what happened is I was going to send a message to someone telling them something I've been keeping to myself for a bit, which I'm kind of scared of making known. That's all I can say publicly. So I had made up my mind to tell them once I'm done bathing. So I get out of the bath, pick up my wireless keyboard, and put it down on my bed while I get...
There is so many... Is this fake? If you think this is a fake, this person has to be fake. You don't get out of a bathtub and pick up your wireless keyboard. That is some weird shit. If you've got an extra keyboard just for your bathroom, then that is unironically terminally online. This is a massive red flag, but I'm starting to believe this person isn't real.
Situated. It slides off the bed towards the gap between the bed and the wall. I reach for it and it falls all the way down to the floor. It's hard to get out, and when I do, somehow it's also lost a key, the M key specifically.
The N key? Oh, no, the M key. Sorry. I thought... Let me just check if my one is still there. Let me see if my N key is still with. Like, imagine losing your N key. That would be disastrous. It's unironically a shower call. Yeah, it is.
Now I'm OCD, so I have to clean it for having gotten under that side of the bed. But also it's broken now, so I have to put it away and take out the replacement. Thankfully, I keep replacements on hand anyway. So now I'm like, is this a higher power telling me that having that talk with whomever is a bad idea? Or perhaps it's actually a good idea and some demon doesn't want me to do the right thing? Or maybe it was just an accident, means nothing. Or maybe I want more candy. Or maybe it's one of the littles just thought my keyboard would make a neat toy.
So
This is really weird. I don't believe this is a real story at the moment, but you never know because there is a lot of psychopaths on the internet.
eventually I sit down with this guy and hear what he has to say. Come to find out, he's the guy who made my Kiwi Farms thread. According to him, he actually liked my Tears of the Kingdom video, and him posting it to the farms was a ploy to get more people to watch it. But as someone who's
What? What? What's the next part of your master plan? Now, does this thread actually exist? Can I find this? Kiwi Farms was down earlier. Let me see if I can find it. Like Skitty Kitty? Do they have a thread? Let's see. Thankfully for her, she's got the ultimate protection. She's boring. That is the ultimate protection for Kiwi Farms, by the way. It's just not be interesting enough for people to talk about. Yeah, I know for a while I was actually kind of positive about her, even subbed her a bit. I'll confess shamefully. And she's the most boring as fuck streamer. She has zero personality, mostly just mumbles and occasionally makes jokes. Uh-oh. Whenever her mum or friend are with her, things liven up, but solo she's just dull to listen to. Uh-oh. Like, bitch, if you're going to present as a girl in all meaningful respects, what do you mean present as a girl? Is this person one of those people? Then don't give me your fucking pronouns. And then I don't go talking about misogyny when you're literally playing into the kind of thing that you're probably talking about. Yeah, that's somebody that disappoints me. It's almost like I want to like her, but she does the agenda special shit. She thankfully seems to know well enough. What is this? She thankfully seems to know well enough to not say that in the main video. And I just suspect someday that she might become a lol cow, or quickly look up the cow type Pokemon she is called. Lol milk tank, I guess. Actually, this is Skitty Kitty, the cat Pokemon, not Milk Tank, the cow Pokemon.
actually read that thread, I instantly knew this was bullshit.
I can't find a thread. I think this is maybe it never got off the proving grounds or something.
I reminded him of some of the things people have said on there about me, about my content, about my part.
Wait. Is this person that posted their Kiwi Farms thread? Is this like a Fight Club situation? Did Skitty Kitty post their own thread to try and gain some notoriety because they're so unimportant that they thought that by pretending to be somebody else and posting their own Kiwi Farms thread where they say this statement, "I can fix her with my penis," they were hoping to gain some sort of internet clout, but then it didn't work. I'm starting to believe that we're gonna have to do a vote in the chat. I think I'm feeling that this person doesn't exist, but this is too perfect. This person is like the ultimate retard to laugh at. Let's see. I'll ask the chat. Did Skitty Kitty make their own thread? I'll ask the chat real quick while people are hitting like on the stream. Much appreciated.
At the time, and he did actually apologize.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I want to go back and read some of these. I just read the one that said,
well, maybe idea, and some demon doesn't want me.
He's the guy who made my Kiwi Farms thread. According to him, he actually liked my Tears of the Kingdom video, and him posting it to the farms was a ploy to get more people to watch it. But as someone who's actually
all right. We read these ones.
We read that thread, I instantly knew this was bullshit. I reminded him of some of the things people have said on there about me, about...
All right. I hate everything about this bitch. Hey, since you're reading this, as someone who happened upon this thread just now and was like, why does some literal who have a thread? Nobody here thinks you actually have an identity that's queer. They think that you're a white woman who wants to feel special because your dad didn't care about you. Secondly, people don't really enjoy your videos either. It is by very nature filler content. Whining about the above average Nintendo game for not following the law of another above average Nintendo game is hardly life-changing. There is a good reason that there is little worthwhile female creators on YouTube that aren't primarily streaming. Too much simps to actually develop. At best, you have to go insane on drugs, breakups, and still record their mental decline. I can fix it with my penis. You chopped your little titties off? What? Because they made you feel uncomfortable? Holy shit, we shouldn't have kept. Oh, we should have kept gatekeep. We should gatekeep gaming harder. But wow, that could not. I mean, this is true though. We should have kept gaming harder. But wow, that could not have been a pleasant relationship for the dude if the girl cares less about him than she does pretending that she's a special snowflake. This video in the OP is desperate. Look at me. I dislike popular things. Give me attention. I'm not surprised that all this cunt larps as gender special. Just further proofs the obnoxiousness of her being. All right, there we go.
About my content, about my partner at the time, and he did actually apologize and even offered to reach out to the site's main
I'm a little bit tongue-tied tonight. I think I need to. I think I need a bit of my medicine. Okay, that should be better.
admin to see if he could get the thread taken down, which I asked him not to do. Instead, all I asked was that he let the thread naturally die out. One of my mods took it from there, basically chewed him out for being stupid, and while I didn't kick him from the server on the spot, I did ask that he leave on his own, just to avoid stirring up drama, and I also refunded his $20. At some point during all of this,
Now that's a mistake. I would never refund $20.
someone else joined the call since we were just sitting there in the channel. There was sort of an awkward moment where they realized it was not a great time to be in call, and so they left. But the next morning, the guy had not left the server and was talking to the person who had briefly joined the previous evening, and instead of telling them what we actually discussed, he came up with some insane story about me being a former student of his.
Basically, I was a
Wait,
teacher
what the fuck?
some years ago. I had a student who sounded exactly like...
Like, if this person is real, you're leading me to believe that this person used to be a teacher, they're 42, and they own Five Nights at Freddy's plushies. If this person, who I don't believe is real at this point, I'm pretty sure that Skitty just made them up. If this person is real, that's a major red flag.
Skitty. So I thought that might actually be that student. And actually, early on, Skitty thought they recognized my voice as well. Then I had to go and answer a knock at the door. When it came back, lots of people had joined, but we had to shoot out people because it was obvious. We were about to reveal some potentially identifying information. Both myself and Skitty like our privacy, you understand. But as we talked, Skitty kept naming people I had never met and places I didn't recognize, and I named things Skitty didn't recognize, and it slowly dawned on us that we had actually never met. We had actually been having these heartfelt catch-ups, but didn't actually know one another. It was awkward. So yeah, that's basically what that was about.
There's no way that this is real. This has to be a fake schizophrenic, what is the word? Straw man that they've constructed to try and make themselves look like they're actually important. I don't believe that there is, I don't want to believe that there is a crazy person out here who's subscribing to $20 Discords so that they can pretend that they used to be the teacher of this person, and they also have Five Nights at Freddy's plushies, and they're 42, and they're absolutely going skits over this one irrelevant YouTuber. I refuse to believe that this is the case, and this has to be a fake person.
At this point, I figured if he was going to be sticking around and lying about the situation he created and got himself into, banning him would just be the easiest solution. So I did, and then, not 48 hours after his tearful confession of guilt, he was back to posting in the Kiwi Farms thread. Then, a day after that, I received a flurry rush of hate comments from a YouTube account that had been created that same day. Curious. This one stood out to me.
The sad thing is the amount of ass-kissing simps in this comment section, giving money to a YouTuber that won't be there for them when they die. Only a joke of a soy boy gives money to a random strangers.
No, this is not true. In fact, it's incredibly base to give money to YouTubers. You should give YouTubers more money. Just kidding, obviously.
Now, I can't 100% confirm that this is the same guy, but like, it's clearly the same guy. I warned him that if he kept harassing me, I would go public with this whole story, and he hit me with a "so much for the tolerant left," which is funny because the
I love that meme, by the way. So much for the tolerant left. It's very funny, especially the one where it's Pepe and he's getting executed, and it's like, any last words, and then it's obviously so much for the tolerant left. That's very good. Very
paradox
fun.
of tolerance is like entry-level philosophy shit. Anyway, tolerance is so 2016. We're more dark woke around these parts. God, it's so stupid. I didn't immediately speak up about what had happened because I wanted to give him a chance to quietly disappear on his own. Again, I don't like drama, but this morning I woke up to a tonally confusing essay on my thread, which included the following paragraph.
Why are you waking up in the morning and checking your thread? If you claim that you don't care about it and you're ignoring it, but you're waking up to these new every single post, it's a bit suspect to me.
In all honesty, lately, I found it hard to get a read on Skitty Beatty. My brain keeps going back and forth on whether her opinions are genuine but misguided / uninformed. Like Commander Black and Dragon Ball spent the whole arc thinking about the Red Ribbon Army had some great purpose when they found out it didn't. Or whether Skitty knows full well that a lot of what she says is weird, contradictory, nonsensical, or yikes-inducing. I tend to be an optimist, so I lean towards the former. Truth be told, Kiwis, I've often considered pledging to her Patreon.
This has to be fake. Like, I assume that the law here is that Josh or one of the moderators deleted their thread and this person is permanently banned from the Kiwi Farms because they're clearly like a plant.
So I could go to a Discord in the spirit of friendship and have an actual talk with her. But I'm also afraid to go through with it because years ago I tried that with a different left tuber. And that wound up being a day where fate itself decided to fuck me over. A day where real-life neighbors all decided they wanted to pay me a visit. I constantly needed to go outside to stop animals from chasing my cats and all. On top of all of that, I had somehow forgotten to take my pain meds. I'm a completely different person without my meds. A weak, caring little simp who...
No one refers to themselves as a cowering little simp. I'm fairly certain. You'd have this is written like a woman is trying to pretend to be a man. If you actually refer to yourself as a cowering little simp, I know a bridge you can visit.
Has about as much cognitive faculty as Joe Biden, and who will easily give in to just about anything. I'm sure history would repeat itself if I tried to talk to Skitty or any other leftuber. For whatever reason, it seems like fate just doesn't want any attempt to extend the olive branch to actually work.
Here he's thinking about potentially reaching out to me in the quote-unquote spirit of friendship, and keep in mind this is after he'd already been banned from my Discord, but says he's too scared to do it. So he finishes his post by saying he's looking forward to the Breath of the Wild video, thanks I guess, and will be ending the thread there. So like, cool, that's what I wanted, but considering the rest of his post is full of blatant lies, I don't really believe him. In conclusion, I'm making this video to remind everyone that I am a real human person despite my adorable plushy exterior.
I doubt that.
And you do not know me. To the author of these posts, your money would be better spent on a therapist than on my Patreon. I genuinely hope you become less lonely and dependent on online validation, especially if it's from the same people you're willing to throw under the bus and harass. I deleted all of your embarrassing posts from my Discord when I banned you, so you don't have to worry about those leaking or whatever. I will not escalate further if you can commit to leaving me alone. I do not want to have to make a video like this literally ever again.
This is a strange... This wasn't what I was expecting. I'm kind of curious about these comments. Let's have a look. Let me see. I'm calling myself dark woke now. Kirby is just a pink-coded he, him, lesbian, ace, flux, demigirl. If you disagree, hate you. I don't know. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. We're going to go to... Actually, I forgot to mention this, actually, when I was talking about how some things don't fit into games. But I was going to say that when it goes back to the vibe check of whether, like, you know, you can take creative liberties, one of the arguments that people often say is it's fantasy, so who gives a shit? And in many ways that is true, but it depends. You know when it's wrong. You know when it doesn't feel right. And the perfect example of that is when you have like this, you can accept dragons, elves, and talking trees, but you can't accept a 2021 BMW 5 Series with optional heated seats. Why are you so bigoted? It just doesn't look right, right? And you just know. You just know. So you just need to have some common sense. Unfortunately, common sense is woefully in short supply these days. Speaking of common sense, did you guys see this? Let me see. Oh, what? Damn it. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get this back. This is a crazy story. I was going to talk about this. It happened a few days ago. Is it not working? The media could not be loaded. Oh, if it doesn't work, then it's not worth talking about. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can fix this for a second. There was a guy that he was live streaming and he got shot. Why is it not working? Let me see. Let me see if I can find this. South Austin. This is from like last week, but it happened when I wasn't streaming. So I wanted to play the video. You can't see anything happening.
Kevin Watson's murder.
Let's see if we can. Here it is. All right, here it is. So this is a guy in America. Let's check this out.
Kevin Watson's murder has already been viewed nearly 2 million times on Facebook as he was killed in the middle of his Facebook Live. In that video, you can see him getting out of his car before hearing a single gunshot fired, happening mere blocks away from this police station here in South.
This guy's so intense in the way that he's talking. He's really overselling this like small news gig thing.
Austin.
Get into it with y'all.
All right, here's the original live stream. So he was inside his car, and somebody draws a gun. And then he gets out of the car and gets shot. Let's watch and see what happens. And we're going to see where he makes a mistake, because this is you don't want this happening to you. This is like you know, the law of self-defense. He talks about how not to get convicted. This is how not to get shot.
Y'all ain't got no respect. What's up, bro? What's up?
Kevin Watson's final moments captured on Facebook Live as gunfire.
That's all that it is. That is, you don't actually see him get shot. Now here's the mistake he makes. Let's play through this piece by piece.
Get into it with y'all, because y'all ain't got no respect.
So he's live streaming. He sees a guy with a gun. He sees the guy with a gun, and the guy with the gun is leaving.
What's up, bro?
He's like, "What's up? What's up?" Okay, this is a good, like, you know, you want to put your hands up. You know, if you don't have your own gun, I mean, if you got your own gun, draw, obviously. But if you're defenseless, then this is a pretty good move.
What's up?
Now what you do is you run. Now at this point, you drive away. This is how you survive. You drive away, or you drive into the guy.
Kevin Watson's final
You do not get out of the car. This is where he fucks up. He gets out of the car.
moments captured on Facebook Live.
Because the guy with the gun was leaving, and like, you guys know there's like a scene from the Boondocks, I think it is, and it's like, where you going? Hey man, where you going? This is a perfectly good opportunity to throw your life away. Like, why did you, like, this bravado? Like, why did you get out of the car? I don't understand this. Like, who gives, like, oh, they're gonna call you a pussy if you don't confront the guy with a gun? Just fuck off. Yeah, it's a real moment. It's a real moment.
As gunfire.
What's up?
Like, look at this, because he's like, at first, like, the gun is presented.
Blocks away.
He's just like, oh shit. Then he's like, no, you know what? I have to get out and confront this guy. Why?
No respect.
You Americans,
What's up, bro?
really?
What's up?
Kevin Watson's final moments captured on Facebook Live. As gunfire rang out in this parking lot Wednesday evening.
I think there's another moment. There's a bit longer, the original video, where the guy comes into the car and is like, yo, is he live streaming? Or something like that.
Addison, near LeClaire Avenue in Chicago's South Austin neighborhood.
He was choking for breath. He was trying to struggle to breathe.
All of it unfolding right
Can't
after
breathe,
Watson
Chad.
left his cousin's job at this nearby liquor store to begin his Facebook Live in his car.
I wouldn't let him walk out the store. I wouldn't let him walk out the store. He's a good man for this community. No matter what he done, he helped people, you know? He helped me get this job in there.
Close friends turned heartbroken witnesses say as Watson was walking.
So, I'm sorry. I've never been to America, so this fascinates me. So this guy's obviously a crack addict, right?
He helped me get this job in there.
Just based on the teeth?
Friends turned
But then there's like
heartbroken-
this other guy down here. This guy also seems to be smoking crack. Like, is this actually America?
Witnesses say as Watson was
Oh
walking
dear.
to
Oh
his
dear.
car.
This is one of those streams that I think has to go away very quickly.
To a guy, and he was going to his car, and then the guy followed behind him. So when the guy followed behind him, pulled a gun on him. So he was trying to wrestle with the gun, and the gun went off.
Police say the 40-year-old was shot in his chest.
I rubbed his palm, and I squeezed his hand. He wouldn't squeeze back.
What the fuck? Is this a different guy? Or is this another crack addict? Like, let me examine the pants. Is this the same guy? So he's wearing these. Is that the same guy, or did they find a second crack addict? Because this guy's much lighter. This guy's much lighter skin. There's just a bunch of shirtless crack addicts in America? The Fent zombies? What's going on here?
And I squeezed his hand. He wouldn't squeeze back.
Relatives tell us he leaves behind a 6-year-old son and say Watson was killed just weeks shy of his own
Same
birthday.
dude, different lighting,
We're gonna
maybe.
have to figure out how to move on and
I
be
guess they all look the same to you, Kitty. I think they're two different people.
strong day to day and help each other get past this. Because this didn't just hurt one person. This hurt
Seems like he was doing pretty good for himself, though. That's a nice guy.
a lot of us.
Police haven't given a motive behind the shooting. So far, no one has been arrested.
What do you think the motive was, chat? What do you think the motive was? I mean, I feel bad for this dude, but like that's all I could think about when I saw this. It's just like, hey man, where you going? This is a perfectly good moment to throw your life away. Ugh. I apologize. That's rude. But like that's what happened there. That's what happened there. Oh dear. All right, we're gonna go back. I guess we're gonna go back to W Place for a while because I don't have much else to talk about. But I thought we might have a look for fun. Let's see if we can find anything fun or anything controversial. Hey, what is it? What's going on in the Vatican? Let's check out the Vatican. Let's see if there's anything there. Bunch of anime shit. We've got Perfect Cell over here. Someone give me recommendations of where to check. Where we can see if you can find anything fun. Because I assume there is some fun stuff to find. But oh, you know what? I bet there's a bunch of Simpson memes in Australia. I bet if we go down to Sydney, I bet there's a bunch of Simpson memes. How long will it take me? See, there's a lot of these flags here. Now, people were saying you get banned if you start messing with the flag. I don't think that's true. I think people are making that up. Let me see. There's a bunch of anime shit. Lots of JoJo shit. I can't see any Simpson memes. Maybe I'm out of touch with the kids. Maybe the kids are wrong, though. I felt for sure there'd be some Simpson memes right here. There's some Stone Garfield. Find some Australia granny photo. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I was like, what do you mean by that? But oh no. Let's go back where I'm from. I'm from Cairns. Where are you guys from, chat? Let me know. This is totally not an FBI doxing stream. So I'm from Cairns. This is my hometown. Let's have what? Well, I found where the Simpson memes are. I'm not responsible. Like, how far? I can't zoom into this. That's a whoa, buddy, right there. Hopefully, it's small enough. Hopefully, it's small enough that. There we go. We found it. Those are some awoogas. Those are some awoogas. Oh, goody. Looks like the beach is brown. I'm going to try and avoid that very big booby Marge Simpson to see if we can examine anything else. There's a little Pikachu. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. Now, a lot of people are complaining that there's too much like Deltarune shit. Oops, got to zoom out. A lot of Deltarune zit and a lot of trans flags and things like that. And the reason for that is that those people are just terminally online. So that's why they have enough time to be everywhere. What is this? Run, it's Godzilla, but it's not. Wink. What are they pointing at? Oh, it's like a little Godzilla? That's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. Springfield, New Zealand. I don't know if there is. Is there a Springfield in New Zealand? I don't know. Certainly, I don't know about that. I want to go back to Wellington, where I, spent much of my young childhood. There's a cute kitty over here. I like that. It's happening, apparently. There's a lot of this Osu stuff. I don't know what that is. Is this like a Undertale shit? I don't know. This kitty's cute, though. Let's see what's going over in Wellington. There's a Bellsprout. There's some Pokemon. There's an Objection. There's some furry shit. There's Flight of the Conchords. Yeah, I'd expect to see that. There's a Kiwi up here. Look at that. A cute little Kiwi. There's a Mercy over here. Got the Overlord. A lot of anime shit. A lot of anime shit. What else we got here? If we go up to Auckland, which is the worst city in New Zealand. Auckland is the largest city. Actually, I wonder what's in Taupo. So Taupo, this is a giant... Looks like they're trying to make a Gyarados. Like a Lake of Rage red Gyarados is being started here. This is a giant... this is the heart of New Zealand. It actually looks like a heart as well. But it's a giant volcanic lake. Let's see what's going on in Rotorua. Rotorua is a very smelly area. It's where all the geothermal farts are. Let's see what we can find here. There's a Poggers over here. There's some more anime biddies. What else? Some pony shit that tracks. There's an Eye of Sauron. That's actually a good idea. All right, what's going over in Auckland? Let's have a look real quick. Holy shit, there's lots of garbage up here. Someone's playing FTL? That's actually based. Their shields are broken, but then they're snuck in like a little Among Us. That's actually pretty cool. Little Ponyo meme going over there. What is this? House of Mirrors. That's some Magic the Gathering. I don't know what that is. There's a Lion Red. Excellent, excellent. Rotorua, more like Redeemamura. I don't know. Is there a lot of Indians in Rotorua? I wouldn't imagine that. What is it? What's going on at the tip of New Zealand? What? There's Josh Moon. Wait a second. What? So we have the India Redeem. We have a very happy merchant, and then we have Joshua Connor Moon. His signature's here too. I didn't plan this. I had no idea that this was here. You've got the Chud. I guess it's because of the Kiwis. I mean, I totally expected to see the Ricada shit in Minnesota. There's a Patrick Tomlinson up here. No, Stalker Child, you'll not make a depiction of me on W Place Live. Your life is already over. Enjoy prison. That's good. That's good. All right. What else? What the fuck is this? It's like a little... Is this like a game reference? Like a tower game or something? It's actually kind of cool how they're like building the tower, but it's getting more unhinged. Check out the Ukraine. We'll check out the Ukraine in a second. There's a little aircraft carrier over here. That's adorable. Maybe Sean would like that. There's a Kiwi Farms logo being made up here. Sneed. What does this one say? What is big red and scrapes the ocean floor? Moby's dick. Very funny. There's little sussy, the S thing that we all drew in high school for some reason. Before the internet was invented, we all figured out how to draw that. Oh, this is a pretty cool little battleship. The Kiwi Farms battleship. The 69. And there's a holy base. There's a StarCraft 1 cattle bruiser. What else we got here? Someone's building a wall. They're building a wall between the I guess this is the Kiwi side. This is the Kiwi side, and this is the New Zealand side. They've got like little... Oh, this is adorable. Look at this. These are more like the Kiwi kingdoms. You've got like little hamsters and Kiwis eating pizzas together. This is adorable. You've got a GDI and what appears to be a obelisk of light from Red Alert. Sorry, not Red Alert. This is an obelisk of light from Tiberian Sun. Very based reference here. Holy, this is actually kind of unironically very based. the New Zealand posters. What is this? I believe that this is actually this area here. Kiwiga. So like this area of New Zealand, I believe was actually the first settlement. I'm not exactly sure. It was like I can't remember the name, but around here. So that why there's legal. This is why there's so many little boats and things. Let's see. We've got the BLT, legal migrants, workers, no slavery. Shit. Redditville.New Zealand. So this must be the border between the Redditors and the Kiwi farmers, I guess. You've got little Sneed over here. That's pretty good. What is it? This is a hand of nod from I believe Red Alert, like the first one. No, sorry. This is from Command and Conquer, not Red Alert. Let me see. Let's go Sneeding, etc. KDR, Deer Feeder. These are the Kiwi little merchants, and they're all like sitting on their little fall. That's pretty cute. I'm actually pretty impressed with the Northern New Zealand. I wasn't expecting this. This is a refinery from again Red Alert, not Red Alert. Sorry, Command and Conquer. Just looking for that Tiberian. This is a Tiberian refinery, but I believe this one is from Tiberian Sun, which I believe is maybe called Tiberian Dawn in America. It was sold as Tiberian Sun in New Zealand. Let's see what else we got here. I'm actually fascinated by this. The Puna Reserve. What is the Punas? I don't understand the Puna reference. Can someone explain to me what the Punas are? Yeah, I know it's something related to Goonas, but I don't know exactly what it is. Let's see if we follow this road. We've got a little Kiwi farm up here as well. But they're smiling friends. I can actually recognize Mr. Frog. That's kind of cute. We've got an ancient meme over here. That's a good one. This is a cute Kiwi too. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else. We got this. Oh, this is the stealth ship from Faster Than Light as well. This is a really hard one to use actually because it starts without shields. Punas are females who think they're males. Is that right? Tiberian Dawn is a reactive name for Command and Conquer 1. Isn't it just called Command and Conquer though? You've got the Kino Casino. Why is there a Kino Casino in fucking New Zealand? All right, I was gonna have a look at Prince Edward Island to see if I can find Mama JF. I thought that might be fun to look for. True and Honest Fan Club, Maddie Live, Mad at the Internet. Looks like the entirety of northern New Zealand is being co-opted by the Kiwi farms, which is kind of interesting. Let's see what else we got. We've got a little bridge over here. Is this going to Australia? Is this leading all the way over to Australia? One thing I want to check out. Yeah, it's the bridge to Australia. Fun for trains. Oh, look at that. Papers, please. That's nice. Let's check out. I want to check out. People said they wanted to check out the Ukraine. But I want to check out first Tasmania. I was going to say Tomania for some reason. Hobart. What's going on in Tasmania? Looks like anime garbage. So that's going to be a skip. A little Pokemon Center there. That's kind of cute. All right, let's see what we can find in... where's Docto? Or Takashi? So this is... it's not here. It's somewhere around here, right? So this is the island that is Japan and Korea fight over. Oh, here it is. Here's Docto. Looks like the Koreans are winning so far. I think this used to be a Japanese flag, but it's being converted into something. But Koreans and Japanese get very angry if you mention this island here. It says Dr. Ri. So it looks like W Places decided this is do political statement here. Very clever. When I look on Google Maps, it shows it as Takashima, which is the Japanese name for it. But if you look on this map, apparently it's listed as Dokdo, which is a Korean. What is it? It's basically it's the entire world map, and you can click on one area and make like a pixel. And then the idea is that you collaborate and make pixel art, but people use it to shitpost, basically. So I can like paint one pixel here. I'm not going to log in. Fuck that. So I can get doxed by some Reddit program. All right, people wanted to check out. Actually, let's go back to. If you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, wait, there's a place called Gary. It's just called Gary in America. That's just a person's name. We're just looking for interesting stuff at the moment. It's our place, but actually good. Is it? Is this a good one? So in Minneapolis, and then we want to go to. Let's check. We've got to get our sponsor for the thing. Where is Rockville again? I can never find my way around Minnesota. It's right here. Let's see. There's St. Michel, Buffalo, Maple Lake. Wait, where is it? I found it before. I found it at the beginning of the stream. Maybe if we zoom in, we'll find it. Let's see. I'm trying to find Rockville, Minnesota. Someone give me directions. Give me directions. I'm pretty sure we have to go west of Minneapolis, right? I'm getting exposed as a geography brainlet. Brainlet for everything else. So that makes sense. Howard Lake. I don't know. It's up. I have to go up. There's Rockford, Elk River, It's near St. Cloud. I know. Rockville. There it is. I found it. Rockville, Minnesota. Stoney's Bar, of course. The best. We've got Stoney's Bar, very based. And if we go, I believe, south, we can find Cuckville. I found it before, but now I can't remember where it was. Yeah, we got the Stoney's references in there. Nobody's messing with Stoney's, by the way. You'd think that like there's so many like rabid anti-toe fans that I think they would have removed Stoney's from the map immediately. But where's Spicer again? We found it before. Spicer, I thought it was. It's near St. Cloud, right? Someone give me find Jim's driveway. I don't know where Jim lives. I've seen it once before, but I don't know where it is now. Over. Caught up, you're live. Very good, SPI. Very good. There's a New London? What? Minnesota? Go to Greece? Devilverse is all boomers. Find him. Hold on a second. All right, I was trying to find there's Stoney's. So Stoney's is here. Wait, there's a place called Brain Nerd in Minnesota? That's like the nerdiest name I've ever heard. Brain Nerd. Oh, there's a red Gyarados. Look at that. It's kind of cute. Little lake of rage over there. You guys notice there's a lot of lakes in fucking Minnesota. It's kind of weird. It's by New London? Really? Redwood Falls. There's Wilma, Candio High, Spicer. Here it is. All right. Let's just check to see if anyone's messed with the Baldo Manor. No, but still fine. The Kiwi farmers are marshalling. And they've got the Baldo. The Baldo has been seized. Cope and Sneed, anime sucks. Charges, drugs, child abuse, firearms, cuckoldry. I love these little police cars. They're so cute. The little police cars, they've got little Kiwi farmers inside them. They're so adorable. All right, we're going to go to what, Ukraine next? We're abandoning... Wait, hold on a second. Oh, shit. Wait a second. Can I find it again? Isn't there like a Lake Wakanda here, right? Lake Wakanda? It's right here. Okay. Let's check out if there's any like Wakanda Forever memes or something. Nah, there's no Wakanda Forever memes. I'm kind of disappointed. I was expecting like a Black Panther or something to be there. I guess it's just anyway, never mind. All right, we're going over to Ukraine. Let's go to the controversial places. Oh, you know what we should check out? I want to check out if Piprat has like the Chernobyl memes. I'm pretty sure Piprat's around here, right? Oh, Chernobyl's up here? Yeah, by the river. Well, this is a cool river, by the way. All right, let's have a look. Is there any stalker memes up here? Ah, here we go. We found some. Very good, very good. Oh, there we go. Get out of here, stalker. Perfect. And that's like the wish granter, right? Honor the monolith from the end of Stalker. That's pretty good. All right, now I guess we got to go down to Kiev and see what's going on. What the fuck? Holy garbage. Oh my goodness. This is awful. War monitor. You got this. I like this cat though. That's kind of cute. This is somebody's trying to drew some ponies or something over here. I guess we have to check out. We should check out the Suez Canal and see if there is. See if that boat that we saw last time. It gives it a second to load, chat. It takes a while. Where's the pixels? Is nobody drawing on the Suez Canal? There's no way. Surely there's no way. It has to be. I'll reload it maybe. See if we can get. There we go. There we go. Apparently there's a car here now. Oh wait, where is this? No wait, sorry. It sent me to Greenland. I don't want to go there. I'm gonna go back to the Suez Canal and see if there's a boat stuck in here. That's what I'm expecting to find. All right, let's see. There's a lot of ships. This is cute. Look at this. You've got the Evergreen over here. Look at me. I'm the captain now. I like the little boats have the little flags. It's very adorable. The literal Red Sea, paint in red. Looks like nobody's joining in with them. Little plane over there. Let's have a look up the river. Okay. There's a little wizard boy. Little Snorlax is stuck there. Door stuck. There we go. There we found it. We found the boat. We found the boat. Channel's closed. Oh, there you go. Ever given. Ever stuck. Sir, channel blocked again. Ever given. Ever taken away. Your little check Moscow or North Korea. That's a good idea. We'll check out there next. Oh, look at this. There's a little train. It's got like all the flags. This is a long choo-choo train. BobTube says, check out Mecca. Maybe where is Mecca? I actually don't know where that is. Is dead. Oh, this is a cute little person on a little raft over there. Little Lapras. Someone's using surf. If you guys can help me find Mecca, we'll look for Mecca. I got to check out Israel next. Here we go. Gaza. Let's see how gay this is. This is probably going to be full of all sorts of gut. Oh, my shit. What the fuck? Holy shit. That is some absolute... I like this one, though. This guy eating a watermelon. That's kind of good. Superman. Oh, this is fucking cringe. On a rate this from cringe, from 0 being not cringe at all to 10 being super cringe, rate this from 1 to 10. All right, the chat is going to help me find Mecca. Holy shit, like this is actual... What the fuck? You just knew it had to be like this. Stop the genocide. Wow. So, Superman is out there. Hey, look at that. He's like the actual hero. Where is he all along? I love Palestine. Do you guys heckin' love Palestine? Oh my goodness. There's an evil Morty over here. Wow. Thank you, Reddit. Very cool. What the fuck is this? Looks like some sort of anime or some shit. Who's this guy? All right, let me see. Before we go there, before we try and find Mecca, let me see. I'm kind of curious. Do you think we could find... Can I find Clarkson's farm in London? That's what's going on in London. They got the EastEnders. Just like actual garbage. There's a Tesco over here. Where's Clarkson's farms? Up north, right? Up in the Cotswolds. I was watching what's that show called? Mobland. That's very good. Very, very good show. I hope the second season is good. But they go to the Cotswolds and that as well. Pretty sure it's like north. It's up here or something. I'm not that invested in finding it though. Just anime garbage everywhere. Yeah, that is kind of a complaint of this stuff. Surely there's no anime in Antarctica. Maybe we can find the secret bases from the World War II refugees or something. Let's see what's going on. There's like a port down here, right? Or something like that. Bob says, Mecca might as well be in London. That's a good place to check for it. See if we can find anything. If I can't find a penguin made of pixels down in Antarctica, I'll be very sad. We have to, we got overloaded by the Palestinian pixels. So we have to go down here now. Let's see. Zoom in to see the pixels. There we go. All right, load up Antarctica for me. Is there nothing here? I think it's just not loading. Ralph Ave. Only in Ralph Ave. That might be a good one too. All right, we'll try and find Mecca. So chat, this is like, you're going to have to tell me if I'm hot or cold. So I actually literally have no idea where Mecca is. I'm going to guess that it's in Saudi Arabia? Is it in Jordan? Surely it's in Jordan, right, chat? Saudi? I was close. All right. Is it here? Is it at Riyadh? There's I think this is like a, what the fuck this show called? Shit. It's in Saudi Arabia? Where in Saudi Arabia? Is Riyadh? Southwest. Down this way? Oh, there it is. I found it. Mecca. Oh, that was easy. We found the box. We found the box. Although someone's turned it into like a rectangle. You've got the boss over here. Big bow. Someone is removing it though slowly. The thing is, like, the thing I don't like about this is basically what people do is they just sign up to like groups and they all like use their computers together. If everyone was actually had to make these pixel by pixel, it'd be a lot more interesting. But basically everyone just used programs to make everything for themselves. Yeah, Invincible is what it was called. Let's see what else we can find. I wonder if there's any Chads inside Chad. It's kind of funny, but Chad actually looks like the Chad. Let's see if we can find anything in Nigeria. Maybe we can find a Nigerosaurus. If I zoom in, I guess just right here. Let's see what we find. Let's see. There's a KFC there. Neil Kiggers. Hey, Lois, I'm in W Place. Oh, dear. That's pretty good. Why does his belt say come? they've got the checklist. Looks like some people have been fighting over this area. Oh dear. There's very little anime over in Niger. It's actually kind of based. Oh dear, dear, dear. What about if we go to the Virgin Islands? So there's going to be something funny over there. Wait, where's Epstein Island? Which one of these islands is Epstein's? Snug Corner Settlement. Oh, it's just anime shit. What the fuck is going on here? There's like a road being built. There's like Stardew Valley stuff. Somebody's messing with what's her face? I don't remember her name. Haley's the best girl anyway. Check North Korea and Moscow. We'll check Moscow. Okay. Someone give me directions to Moscow. Not Moscow. I know where Moscow is. Someone give me directions to Epstein Island. We'll see if there's any like funny stuff there. We're just looking for funny stuff at the moment. A lot of nonsense going on in Moscow. I think like most major, there's some Eva memes, so we know that the Russians are. There's actually a lot of Evangelion memes. Merida, Mexico. We can try and check that out if I can figure out where Merida is. And isn't it up here or something? No, wait, Mexico's up here. Sorry, Merida's here. Let's see. All right, here's Merida. There's a lot of shit here. But it doesn't look like we see any pig-related stuff. Maybe by the beach. What the fuck? That's kind of cool. Is that from like Full Metal Jacket or something? Goat, good. Is that what it was called? Was it not Full Metal Jacket? It's like something like that, right? That old like shooter game. I mean, this is kind of a Rage Piggy, I guess. Oh, got to zoom out of that real quick. There was some Demonities. Metal Slug, sorry, Metal Slug. Yes, that's right. There's a Naruto. Oh, Uzumaki reference. We should go over to Naruto. Let's go over to Japan again for a bit. All right, let's go down to Naruto and see if there's any Naruto memes down there. There is. Immediately found some. There we go. That's kind of funny. I wonder if we can find the where we went on Cringe Van. We went down here, like the Ea Valley. It was kind of cool. I think it was around here. Somewhere around here. There's the ramen shops and things. I'll show you where I was last week, down in Beppu. Let's see what's going on in Beppu. There's there's a train. That's kind of cute. There is some more anime garbage. Actually, Spy Family is kind of a good show. I like Spy Family. All right, let's go back to where I used to live in Japan. So I used to live up here near the lake. I'm hoping to see a Gyarados. That's what I'm looking for. Lots of anime shit. No Gyarados. There's a skull up here. But it looks like the area that I used to live in is completely being taken over by K-On! Memes, because there's a school here, which is the K-On! School, Sakuragaoka, but it's actually Toyosato Elementary School. You can actually visit it. It's kind of cool. It's like an old wooden arc. Oh, holy garbage. What's going on over here? All the Osaka stuff is like absolutely packed. What's going over in Tokyo? Yeah, K-On! So the K-On! School in the show is called Sakuragaoka, which is Sakura Hill. But it's actually a real school. Toyosato Elementary School. And you can visit it. It's now an antique / museum thing. And you can just wander in there. It's pretty cool. So let's see. Tokyo is an absolute nightmare. You've got the chrysanthemum steel, though. That's kind of good. What about up in Hokkaido, I wonder? What about if we go over to... Oh, I bet we're going to find Detective Conan memes in Tottori. Because Tottori's only known for sand and Detective Conan. Yep, there it is. Found it straight away. There's a sand shrew up at the sand dunes. That's kind of cute, though. It's kind of fun is like looking for, like expecting what you'll find and then seeing if it actually turns out to be real. Let's see. What else do we know about? What if we go down to Hiroshima? That seems like a risky one. We'll check out Hiroshima. Oh, looks like it's okay. I'm pleasantly surprised. Looks like there's some Hiroshima yaki. There's the Hiroshima carps. There's some big titty anime women getting railed over there. There's Miku with a gun. Somebody's drawing a toilet. I don't know what's going to go on here. There's a Nyan cat. There's a Godzilla. Springfield? Which Springfield? You have to be more specific. We've already found some Simpson memes, though. Oh, there's a Gyarados down here. That's a red Gyarados. That's kind of cute. This is Miyajima Island. They've got the Torii Gate there. That's pretty good. You got a little golden shelter. That's cute. What else can we find? Let's see Nagasaki, just out of curiosity. Looks like we're okay. There's another anime girl here, though. There's a lot of boats. A lot of fucking boats in Nagasaki. And some Freyrin. I guess she's going to take out all the boats with her magic. Check Nishinomiya. Which Nishinomiya? You mean in Kobe? Nishinomiya. Down here. I don't know what I'm looking for. Haruhi Suzumiya. Oh, you mean this chick? Yeah, we found her. I wonder if there's this is where we went to cringe, but where's the Godzilla? There was like a Godzilla here. But it's not on the map. There's no there's a Dragon Quest thing. There was a Dragon Quest thing there. All right, let's see. What else could we be looking for? What is in Gifu? Just anime garbage. That makes sense. What is in Toyama? Is it going to be Firefly Squid in the Bay, I wonder? No, just more anime garbage. What about the Totoro Rock? There's a Totoro Rock up here. Is there any Totoro? No. Very sad for that one. What are we going to find in Sendai or Fukushima? See if we actually find... Actually, I don't remember where Fukushima is. Oh, here it is. All right, let's have a look. There's no tidal waves. That's good. Is there a Saitama in Saitama? That's a good question. This is the kind of thought that we need. I almost certainly there will be a Saitama. It's around here, right? Saitama, north of Tokyo. There's so much nonsense in Tokyo, though. So Saitama should be here, right? Like just north of Tokyo. Is that correct? Somebody, geography bros, where are we at? I can't see a Saitama. There's almost certainly going to be one, but I don't remember exactly where Saitama is. I mean, the entire map is anime garbage, but there are some instances where it's actually not that bad. There's the Tohos. Let me see. There's some Lucky Star. Lots of Lucky Star. I thought Saitama was like here. But I've only ever been to Saitama once to go see a Muse concert. So I don't remember exactly where it was. But I'm not seeing any Saitamas, unfortunately. I would have expected that to be one. There's thick-thighed anime girls up there. Your area is full of DEI? Really? Let's have a look at California. California's got to be... Actually, I'm kind of curious what's in Papua New Guinea. What's in Wabag? Papua New Guinea is the only place free of anime. There's literally no anime right here in Papua New Guinea. Oh, dear. All right, it's free real estate, anime bros. What about Indonesia? Can we find any Komodo dragons, maybe? Where's Komodo Island? I actually forgot where it was. I think it's like around here somewhere. I'm seeing some anime garbage, though, so... What is the name of this website? It's wplacelive.live. All right. Let's go to the cringiest places we can think of in America. Starting with California. Oh, first I want to go to Washington, D.C. Is this where Orange Man is bad, right? Is it around here? Is this the right Washington? I don't even know. I think it's this one, right? I see a lot of Make Love Not War. Got one, not One Punch Man. You got Invincible. You got lots of. Is this the Deltarune stuff that people are complaining about? There's a Chainsaw Man. Paris, Texas. I don't know about that. We could check the real Paris. I want to check. Oh, Salem. Let's have a look at Salem. Well, that's the wrong Salem, right? That's not the witch. That's on the other side. I wanted to check out California and see what kind of trash there. It's actually fairly Mega Milk. Where's the most cringe part of Los Angeles? Is that around Long Beach, right? Maybe San Francisco. That's got to be the gayest area we can think of. Yep, there's the big gay flag. Find Obama? You mean Obama in Japan? Yeah, that's in Fukui, right? Like if we go north of Shiga, I believe there is a Fukui. Obama is around here. There's the naval base, has like little Imperials. Yeah, there's Maizuru. They've got the brick museum here and lots of submarines and stuff. I'm pretty sure Obama's around here. There's a little Just Do It. Oh, there we go. We found Obama. There we go. So there's a town in Japan called Obama, and there's rain bolts. The map guessing guy. So Obama just means like small beach, basically. But they've decided to make Obama their entire personality. So that's kind of funny. They've got the Powerpuff Girls. That's kind of weird. Why are they there? Maybe we could try and make something. I don't think so. I have no attention span for doing that or organizing that. I just want to have a look and see if I can find some funny stuff. New Zealand was actually unironically much better than Australia. What if we go down to what is this name? What is this island called again? I forgot. Stewart Island or something? The south part of New Zealand is Little Ganga. I think the best place that we found, unironically, was the north of New Zealand, where the Kiwis have their little bastion of power. Up here. I especially liked Josh Moon's portrait with his actual signature, Jesus Mon or whatever it's called. #1 American cheese lover. That's pretty good. Someone's spelling nice. Nice. Because the Powerpuff Girl theme was sung by Puffy. Oh, that makes sense. I think that Patrick Tomlinson was the one I wasn't expecting to see. No, Stalker Child. You could not make my depiction of me on W Place Live. That's pretty good. You got the DSPs. Give me money. They also was a Kino Casino down here. But they're building a wall. The Kiwis are building a wall. But I'm not sure against exactly why. They're trying to protect Sneedville. The Kiwis are going for a little beach. Like, this is so adorable. These little Kiwis, like they're so easy to recognize and they're so easy to draw. They're so adorable, little Kiwis, having a little fun. They're getting eaten over here. Someone's building a ziggurat. My life for Ner'zhul. Based. Mr. Joma, tear down that paywall. Oh, very good. Buying girlfriend. They've got the Kiwi Bank. There actually is a Kiwi Bank in New Zealand, by the way. Go to Alkia. Oh, there's Gator. Is he crying because he's retired now? Gator, tell him Gator. Let me see what else we got. This one isn't the most adorable though. This one is actually very adorable. Little hamster dancers. Very cool. Very cool. Kiwi Kingdom. What if we go down here? If we keep following down, there's bigger Kiwis. What the fuck is this? There's a hole in the... I wonder what's going on in Gisborne. There's nothing happening. Gisborne is like the worst place in New Zealand. We'll go down to Gisborne. Have a look down here. Like literally nothing happens in Gisborne. Right down here. Let's see what's happening. I would be surprised if there's even a single pixel. And I don't see anything. Probably because it's not loading. We have quite a few Aussies in the area because they work in the racehorse breeding ranch nearby. Pleasant enough. Just don't ask them about from New Zealand. Isn't there like a bunch of like Vikings or something in the town like down here somewhere? I can't remember what it's called though. This one, Dannevirke. Dannevirke is famous for having like lots of Viking blood or something. But it stopped working on me, so I have to reload it. It's offline? What? The map is offline? No internet access or servers are offline. Did I go offline? Go to Rhode Island? I don't know. Did we F out, chat? Maybe it's me. I think it's me. But I'll keep having a look anyway. I want to believe. But since the chat has slowed to nothing, there we go. Look for Mama JF's body. I was looking for Mama JF. But I was looking for her in Prince Albert Island, right? Because that's where I'm pretty sure where she's from. Well, that's where there was. It wasn't me. All right, so I'm pretty sure that Mama JF was over here, right? Was it this island? Is this Prince Albert Island? It's one of these islands. No, it's here, right? This is where Mama JF went missing. Prince Edward Island, and it was around this bridge, if I remember. So it looks like the lobsters got her. Wait, there's a potato. We found him, chat. We found him. There's Mama JF. Okay, somebody cared. Somebody cared enough to put a potato there. What's going on over here? What the fuck is this? Someone's drawing like a fish with testicles? All right, I'm not sure about that. It's obviously AI generated. The giant fish with giant testicles. So there's a silver ninetails over there. I'm kind of curious where else to go. Was/were online. Very funny. Very funny, Dick Jones. Trying to think, is there anywhere else that'll be cringe? What about... Oh, maybe we can find witches around Boston, right? Like Salem. There's the witch Salem, right? Yeah, Salem with the witches. There's a big gay road over here that someone is building. What about, is there a connection between America and where's America and there is, they almost touch. Is someone building a bridge over here, I wonder? See if we can find out. There is like some activity going on over here. There's a there's a squatting man up here. That's good. Got the, I think the Ben 10 thing right. There's some gay shit going on here. People draw more anime stuff. Jersey Shore, Alaska. Can we find, I wonder. If we go to China. Actually, let's check out North Korea. People asked for North Korea earlier. So let's check out, I'm kind of curious if there's a Psy in Gangnam. There's some Korean honeys down here. Let's see. Let's see. All right, we'll go over to North Korea. Isn't the capital of North Korea Pyongyang? Or Pyongyang? There we go. Okay. There's Deltarune gay shit. There's some... there you go. You've got a missile man up here. You've got the anime girl that's very pro North Korea. It is best Korea after all. Let's see. What's going on in Beijing? I wonder if we'll find a Winnie the Pooh. There almost certainly is a Winnie the Pooh somewhere around Beijing. Although I'm not seeing it, surprisingly. Pyeon 2. All right. Might look at a couple more. Might look at just a couple more. We'll go back to India, shall we? All right, we'll go back to India and we'll go down to... let's see the border between India and Sri Lanka. I wonder if there's a... people are building a bridge between the countries. That's not what I was expecting. New Delhi was probably the funniest with the Black River. That used to be the Brown River, but somebody's transferring it into brown to black. You've got the Indian Chad down here. Let's see what else we can find. People drawing shit on the Indian flag as you'd expect. Look at a little train. Look at that. India's got trains. Their Brown River is still there for partially. What about, let's see. What about, kind of curious, what's going on in Germany? Let's check out Berlin, shall we? I didn't realize Berlin was actually that far. Wow, there's a lot of nationalist pride in Germany. That's cute. Little duck over here. Not sure what's going on here. Got a lot of flags here. Anime garbage. It is kind of annoying how much animated garbage there is. You'd expect something. It'd be nice if people were more normal. There's some very funny place names in both Australia and New Zealand and UK though. Very naughty names, and I wonder if we go there, we'll find them. Let's check out where BP went when he went to Australia, down in Perth. Over here, let's see what's going on here. There's a Warcraft 3 memes, which is a good sign. I think that's like League of Legends or something. I'm not sure about that. Pool's closed. Very based over in Perth, actually. Western Australia seems like best Australia so far. Oh, no, wait. Never mind. We found a big gay shit. This is not DEI approved. Look for Sargon's massage parlors in Swindon. I don't know where Swindon is, in the UK somewhere, obviously, but Lobotomy Corporation. That's interesting. I wonder what's going on in the middle of Alice Springs, center of Australia. More anime garbage. That's that horse that died, right? And I think people were like really upset because people were making like a memorial for it or something like that. Final Fantasy X. That's a good one. You will contribute to the Brown River. You're doing your work. Very good. Very good. Little Dragonite. That's cute. Centrelink. It's like the unemployed center of Australia. What's going on over in Brisbane? Let's see what's going on over here. There's a buff kangaroo. That's kind of good. I like that one. Kind of cute. Let's see what's going on in down in. I'll show you. Let's have a look in Melbourne first. Got some Aussies. Very clever. Got some Link, my boys. Got a Vegeta. It's kind of what I'm expecting. Look for fingering in Essex. I'm not sure where that is. You have to give me directions. This is Hamilton. This is where I used to live. Hamilton's a garbage place, though. Chill Station says W buff kangaroo. Thank you very much. That means we hit the goal, which means that I can remove all pronouns from all the internet. Thank you much. Let me see. Got a little Zapdos. This is a cute Zapdos, actually. It looks like Big Bird. Let's see. You got some cyberpunk moons. Are we back in New Zealand? Yeah, we are. Let me see. I wanted to go see if there was any Danaverk people. Woodville. Let's see what's going on. Nothing much is happening in Woodville. Let's check out. Someone's doing their best to draw a pixel chick over here. The Picton is where I was. There's like a mysterious boat disaster down here. Boat stuck. If we go to Christchurch, I wonder. Any nonsense happening in Christchurch? Peace. Got some Dandadan memes. Show him. Oh, Factorio, Space Age. So apparently New Zealand is there's nothing to do in New Zealand, so people are playing Factorio. Springfield, New Zealand. I don't know where Springfield, New Zealand is. Springfield, New Zealand. Let's have a look. It's in the South Island. Okay, so it's not too far actually from where I am now. It's like here it is. There you go. We found the Simpson memes. Very good. Go to Taiwan. That's a good one. Let's see if it's covered in Chinese propaganda. I want to go to Taiwan again. I love Taiwan. It's really cool. Let's see. There's actually quite a lot of action going on here. No. No, not this garbage. That's bro, no. 9, yes. Hell no. No, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh hell no. Then someone's yes and then no. They're counting. Half the people. Oh dear. Not this. This is an ancient meme. If you know what it is, then you're a bad person. Taipei is what I was looking for. Oh, it's not too bad. Not what I was expecting. What is that? You'll have to just use, you just have to not know. Oh, there's like a bunny girl over here. That's actually very well drawn. I'm actually surprised how detailed this is. Although she's got this part missing. Maybe Shadiversity can fix up her thighs with Chat GPT or something. Because there's a gap missing there. Oh my fucking god. Someone else is trying to draw anime girls here, but they haven't finished yet either. Is that AI? Yeah. I mean, it's all AI. People, what they do is, I think how it works is one IP address can put like 1 pixel per second or something. So to make any real art, you have to join collaborations where they basically just use your computer's resources to do stuff. So I'm looking for the base. What is it? McMount. Where's the base in Antarctica? Is it McMurdo Sound or something? I'm not seeing anything though. Falkland Islands might be interesting. There's a bit of drama happened over here. Let's see if there's anything in the Falklands. There's a big titty Undertale meme going on there. But why is there nothing happening in Antarctica? Oh wait, what's this? I found a little island. there's a little refugee island over here. All right. Here's Antarctica. Trinity Island. Maybe there's just nothing happening here. There's got to be something. There's got to be something here. Surely somebody is claiming parts of... maybe I need to refresh it. Dino Island? Maybe. Actually, they might be fun as looking for dinosaurs. All right, this is Antarctica. We'll go in. And we'll just wait. We'll give it a second to see if anything... Oh, there we go. Now it's actually loading. Apparently there's Five Nights at Freddy's gay shit there. I want to find a penguin. Surely there are some penguins somewhere in this area. All I'm seeing is... I guess I wasn't zoomed in enough. Where's JF's Ethno State? That's Prince Albert Island. I think he fled in disgrace. Nah, I'm not seeing much in Antarctica. I don't know why it doesn't load. Maybe it's just because it's so massive. It's like... because it doesn't really display just how big Antarctica is on a map, you know. Because of the way it's projected. Go to Albuquerque. That's a good... All right, we might finish on that. Unless anyone has another good idea. So we're looking... I assume what we're looking for in Albuquerque is Walter White memes. Let's have a look. See if there's any Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul references. Once it actually loads up. Find Vitali in Manila. That might be a good one. Oops. It's offline. We have to wait for it. We have to wait for it again, chat. Unless it's me. Isotopes? What is isotopes? Kind of annoying. I found Albuquerque straight away. Oh, there we go. There's actually quite a lot of Walter White memes. And also some Half-Life Fairy shit. There we go. El Polos, or Los Polos. Better Call Saul. There we go. We found it. That's a pretty good one. The best. You're goddamn right. I am the dangle. Science biatch. People are messing with it. That's what's funny, is when people mess with this shit. That's pretty good. All right, Albuquerque was a good one. Find pizza on the roof. That might be funny. Wait, We got to see if there's a wall between Mexico and Texas. Oh, there's too much anime garbage. But there's a Squidward. Nobody's building a wall apparently around Mexico. At least not that I can see. But strangely enough, I think Mexicans are like very timid online, aren't they? All right. Well, let's see if we can find maybe one or two more interesting things. International Falls. Is this where Niagara Falls is? I love men, apparently. You get a little Otacon over here. A little Vaporeon. What's going on over here? Roswell is great. All right, we'll check out Roswell if we can find it. That's in near Las Vegas, right? It's in Nevada. No, it's New Mexico. New Mexico's shit. I'm pretty sure New Mexico's around here, right? There's Arizona, New Mexico, Albuquerque, Los Alamos. Is there any like? Is there going to be any memes like bomb memes up here? I want to check that. I actually want to see Los Alamos. New Mexico? Is it? I thought for sure that Roswell was in New Mexico. It's not? It's not loading though. Hold on. I'll try refreshing one more time. Now we got sent to somewhere else. All right, there we go. Los Alamos. There we go. There's the Oppenheimers I was expecting. Very good. All right. Where's Someone help me with geography. Where is Roswell? They're saying it's in New Mexico. Roswell. Found it. All right. That's pretty good. Very cute. Very cute. Lots of little green men. Very adorable. What's going on here? There's some furry garbage. Trust no one. I trust you. There's a little Scully over here. That's nice. Queen. More furry stuff. What possesses someone to just start putting this like European furry garbage somewhere? Can you find the Killdozer? Where I don't know what that is. You'd have to give me more. I'm kind of curious what's in Florida though. What's in Miami? Quite a lot of stuff. Grandy, Colorado. All right, we'll try and find Colorado. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what Colorado is. It's like up here somewhere, right? It's in the mountains. Fuck, is it? This is Idaho's up here. Surely Colorado's around here somewhere. Granby. I mean, you're telling me like that helps. You have to give me directions. Wait, let's go to Idaho. Spokane County. What's going on over here? Where's Idaho? It's around here, right? That's Idaho. I'm fairly sure. Idaho here. Idaho Falls. Where is Moscow, Idaho? I want to see if we can see any Koberger memes. There's Kellogg. Spokane County. Was Spokane, Louisville, Grangeville, Enterprise? That's a weird name for a town. The Ontario. Idaho, but it broke. I'm trying to remember where it actually happened. They went between. So Idaho's here, Oregon's here, and he went to Pennsylvania, right? He drove across the country. So I feel like he was up here on the Washington-Idaho border. Okay, so it is near Spokane, right? Like around here somewhere. Post Falls, Newport, Moscow. There it is. Pullman and Moscow. Let's have a look. What the fuck is this? There's some gay shit. There's like, look at this. There's someone's got their own fursona and they've had top surgery and it says fuck turfs. I wonder why they did that. Surprisingly, no Idaho memes. I was expecting something there, but it's just, I guess they've already moved on. Get you clicks on Route 66. I don't know where that is. Let me see. All right, I think maybe one more. Wait, there's Brandon? I just want to see. That one doesn't count. There's a Thomas the Tank Engine. All right. I'm zooming out chat. I'm going to look at the chat until I see one good one. And then we'll go to there. And that'll be the end of it, I think. South near Mexico. Troons and Pharaohs destroy everything. Very true. Oh, wait, we have to find Epstein Island. No, okay, that's the last one, is Epstein Island. But I don't know where it is. It's in the Caribbean somewhere, right? Little St. James? That's not a good name for the island. Little St. James. All right, so it's in the British Virgin Islands, near Puerto Rico. Okay. So Puerto Rico's here. British Virgin Islands. Somewhere around here. Very, very high traffic area, apparently. Eyes Wide Shut, Megadeth. Is it? You can't really see when you zoom in too close, right? Okay, so cruise. It should be right here. This is there. It is. We found it, chat. We found the little house on Epstein Island. That's it. All right, that's all for today. A lot of the stream was filler, but I had some fun. I hope you had some fun too. You can mess around with this on WPlace, and you can join. You can try and bomb the island if you want or something. The little temple, little star. I didn't notice a star. That's pretty funny. I don't think we're going to do better than that. So we'll see you later. Peace.